My country people, this matter don't pass, be careful. It don't pass what you not think. Mr. Daddy Nwoko don't cry out, but people did not believe him. They said Mr. Daddy Nwoko is posting old videos where he and Regina take quarrel 2024, 2023. Say Daddy Nwoko na manipulator. Not be the first time we they do this thing, but this even he do it to his Morocco wife. Hey God. Make una listen to this one, then we start, guys. Hey, wow,
Daniel's mother is the one that should have married Ned Nwoko. I honestly do not understand it. All those who were shouting, well, you've seen the now. The lady was too young to have gotten married when she did to that kind of person. Because think about it. The mother knew that a player was going into a match with an opponent that had a tactical advantage, and you still allowed it. It is so obvious. He's years ahead of us, meaning he has so much experience, and all of these things that have happened are happening as a result of all of that.
And when the clapper follow Regina Daniel, when Regina Daniel married this old man, we on a day. Una no go fight for her now. Wait till she don't suffer, when she don't suffer so far for this man hand. Una follow and suffer him now, eh? When Regina Daniel, they married this man that year, most of them are going to say to her where. Una go the clap and follow him. Eh? Una says una take the clap and follow person, push person, enter fire. Eh? As small as Regina Daniel then. Regina Daniel when business she don't make her money already. She's already be star. She could carry herself come go marry old man. You want to marry old man, you go marry old man when already get about five wives. You can't go be the sixth wife, eh? Regina Daniel, I put her to you today with your family. You without your mama not be gold digger. Regina Daniel, mama, siblings, and Regina Daniel not be gold diggers. You so much the past so not good for you. This young girl will be like Regina Daniel when they look for old man, when they want marry, when get money, eh? Now wait till I go see them this one. No, so many of now. Wait till now, they use and learn. Eh? If you know that you get that thought before, say if you jam man like Regina Daniel, husband, whether net work with the color, eh? Just have to change your mind now. You say money not they give happiness. Money not they give happiness. It is better you get happiness with keke, person when they write keke, than you deal with somebody when they when get Lamborghini when don't give you happiness. When Regina Daniel, mama, you are a wicked woman. You are a wicked woman because if you marry that man, people will sit us that much who old for you. You go up put her for grand. People when you carry for 9 months, you can't dash her ass to old man. You see, Regina Daniel, it go get difficult for you to leave this marriage. But Andrew now, you go call social media. Come they tell us hey, you're happy for the marriage. You carry 2 beautiful children, go born for old man. Go born for your grandpapa age mates. Because you are supposed to be a granddaughter to this man when you marry. So, and at the man, they mess you up like this. What a shame. What a shame. Regina Daniel family, excluding her dad, because her dad not involved that time. You see Regina Daniel mama, with her siblings, they be gold diggers. Gold diggers. I think this beat when Regina Daniel don't receive so far, when they see continue to the receive now the family they receive the beat, you know. Regina Daniel's mother, you are a wicked mother. Very wicked mother, because only wicked mother go fit the picking out like this. If you love your child, eh? If you love your child, you know go fit do what you do Regina Daniel. Do not think of your picking happiness. You cannot give old man. All in the name of money. Meanwhile, this girl already they make her money before. She don't already be star. She don't they act film. Eh? Must you marry old man to become rich? See all these people when they call social media, they call they pretend say all is well with them. All is not well with them at all. So now not bad boss when they receive for his house, eh? Una not go believe in their eyes. Now so can be the Tuamo, can be go carry that on your husband, come outside there. Many people go they envy. Oh, I wish that they get to your husband when be daughter like this. They don't know something can be they pass through. Now air fire until the day when the tea expose. Until when they carry themselves come outside. Until when can be the they confess. Waiting she don't they pass through. That is why this life eh, not envy anybody. Because people when they envy, most of them you better pass them. You better pass them. Daniel, you see your cry just start to, eh? Because you never know when you go come out from this bondage. Let what don't go use this sweat some juju and understand. The marriage when I do that year, eh? You see the sacrifice when they perform for there, you never know when you go to see head come out.
I want to correct some impressions where they see out there. Regina don't they receive millions of naira in Nollywood. Our Regina don't they receive millions of naira in Nollywood before she married Nwoko. Before Regina married Nwoko, Regina was toppest top in Nollywood. That she did top that time. That she be one of the A-list when we get that time for Nollywood before she married Nwoko. She not hungry. Yes. Some people go do some certain things for this life just to help family, just to get more things for life, to help family. And a person will get big hearts if you do that kind of thing. And most of them when they
now, according to her now, Regina Daniel married this man. It's not because of love. He married this man because of his family, to help his family. And he don't know soon as he could be. He later got head up in bondage. Who does that, my people? Who does that? It take a big heart to do it, yes. Now you please your family and displease yourself. Who they collect woto? Guys, there's more video to watch. I go leave una make una watch this video. Make una try to leave una comment for comment section. As me and I talk, so everywhere don't finally don't scatter like it don't burst. It burst, will not be small. Share this video, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, Regina. Do not allow Regina to continue in that place. Let me tell you. Take Regina away from that space. And if you don't take her, even if she doesn't die physically, she will die from the inside. And she will be tied for nothing, for no reason. As far as I'm concerned, let her walk away. Even if it is not physically from today. But man, someone like Nwoko will never change. There's no change going to come. And she's going to be using all that he has against any wife he has, not for them. Everybody's just saying, Regina, is the money that you saw, blah, 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 blah. Regina saw money and came to marry Nwoko. Did Nwoko marry just a nobody? When Nwoko married this girl, he was marrying into fame. And for the first few years, it was obvious that that fame was what he was after. Who knew who Nwoko, apart from those who came from the East? Who knew him? All of a sudden, he became somebody that all of us knew. Even though he was married to 7 wives, even though he had a Moroccan wife, who knew the Moroccan wife? Who knew him? How many senators do you know in Nigeria? Go and check now. If they tell you to name 10, you may not be able to name more than that. Talk less of 20. Nwoko was very far from the popular ones. Nobody knew him. So he wanted popularity, and he married her, and she gave it to him. So she didn't come empty-handed. She didn't come all of a sudden. Who he married and where they lived and what he had became a thing of interest. Who knew him as a billionaire? Now, I see some traits in this Nwoko, and unfortunately, most people are not aware. You look at people, you cannot read it. His first wife, his wife, the Moroccan wife. Remember, there was a time she left. As soon as she left, she said she could no longer take it. She left. This guy came online and spoiled her reputation, saying that it was because of infidelity. He caught her with infidelity, that she went to do BBL without his approval, said so many bad things about her, and took her children from her, irrespective of their ages. Because if a child is not up to 6 yet, ought to be with the mother. But with people as powerful as Nwoko, they will not do so. And so because of that, quickly, not too long, the girl came back that even though she was ready to walk away from the money, now she will walk away from her children. She will start all over again. She just came back and apologized online that it was friends that misguided her and everything. She came back and stayed. It is that kind of blackmail that people like, rich and like Nwoko, they use against their wives. What about Regina's case? As soon as this happened, now he went online and said, she's smoking this, she's smoking that. So he knows that they have already seen her online smoking shisha. So anything he says, people will believe. Oh, she's a drug addict. How can someone call Regina a drug addict? I'm not saying that it's not possible that she's taking or that she has taken before. And it could even be him that gave it to her. You see, some of these men that are going away, they're the ones that are looking for different things, different fun, different highs. And you introduce the girl to it and then come back and use it against her. I'm not saying, I don't know. We don't know the facts yet. But I see a manipulator. In Nwoko, I see a manipulator. It's not the first time he's doing it. Now, he sent that video, according to Kemi Ululoyo, he sent that video to her. Send the videos to different people. A video of 2004, according to him, saying that his car was broken, it was destroyed, and so happened without provocation. That Regina Daniels did that without provocation. See, character, you cannot hide. Regina Daniels has been in Nollywood for so long, and then, you see her again since then. She's not that kind of girl. No, there are girls and girls. She's the type that is well brought up, and when she does things, when she talks, when she relates with older people, you will see it in her. But when a man keeps you at home and makes sure that you don't have anything to your name, and then is treating you anyhow when he likes, and then when you attempt to begin to do things for yourself, he's getting angry, then you have, and every time he's trying to curtail you, then you know that if you don't do something for yourself, this is that prison you are going to be for life. And that is what this is all about, wanting to keep her in such a way that she will not be able to leave. You think that, you think it is because he is too handsome or because of his money? Is he the only one that has that kind of money? He knows that the moment she's on this pedestal, If he did not use some things to clip her wings, there's likelihood that she will want to go for other people who have the things he doesn't have, who have age on their side, who have the same kind of money or more, and who
shey una don use una eye see am say our senator Ned Nwoko, he no lie oh. Una don see Regina, she and her sister and her brother, they say make Senator Ned Nwoko get this behind, make it dey behind them. Hey, this girl wan chop life oh, she go chop old man life. Now she wan comot now, come be single mother, wan dey chop young guys now. Hey, shey you and your mama no know say your future is bright, you still dey small before you rush go marry old man. You go back, because that wedding wey you and that old man do that time na hot wedding. They don tie you are not going anywhere. You hear me? You are not going anywhere. You want to come and be doing, that's why you leave that marriage back. You go back, grandpa go see dey wipe you, because that your wedding that time, see that traditional wedding wey be say they don tie you. Even if you leave that man, I'm sorry to say, Regina, you no go see anybody put you for house. So better go enjoy that money wey you wan enjoy. It's better to cry in a Lamborghini, abi. Go back, go inside that Lamborghini. Damn bro, bashegi atula. Hey, Ned, no lie, oh. It is well. Keep smoking.
You see, you people on this internet, you people cannot even be real. You people can't be real. A young girl has come out to cry for help, that she's being violated in her home. And the first thing that you people would think of is, are you not married to a rich man? If she was married to a poor man and the man is beating her, would that make a difference? No, I'm asking you people. Would that make a difference? Or maybe if she was married to a single guy who never was married before and the guy is still beating her, because we know people who are single who are beating their wives. There's a video of a woman who came out recently that she just had a baby, and is it 4 days later the man beat her till whatever happened and the police came to rescue her. The guy didn't have money. He didn't have other wives, but he was beating his wife who just had a baby. So if that was Regina's case, maybe you guys would have been feeling sorry for her, that, oh, poor man is beating her. Is that what it is? You people just like bad news. You people just like sokuso. You people just like bad news. And all those senior colleagues of hers that will be say them play her mama years ago. Una play in mother for film years ago. Una dey now, don't they laugh for internet. Shame on una. Everybody has a story. All of us will have a story. And it doesn't matter where or how, we all have a story. And one way or the other, we are intertwined, we are connected, we are one. So to stand up now and you are laughing at somebody just because her story has gone the other way, you think you are better. And I know all of you will come for me and say, is that not what she's all about? Single mother. And she's the one that is holding the mantra for single parents. I don't care. My own is that once violence is involved, I will not sugarcoat it. I will tell you to leave. Be it a woman, be it a man. Because even some women get agitated so much and they get violence. Oga, I'm not one of those people that come and say, are you not a man? Can't you man up and do? Bros, you carry your bag for your own health, mental health. You pick your bag and you go. You not keep person. It is better for you to live to tell the story than for you to stay and die. That's the point I'm trying to make. There are young people who beat their wives. It doesn't even matter if the man is in his 60s. There are people who have never married before, have married once in their lifetime, and they use beating to commode the woman, shift the woman's face, go the other side. Does that make him? Does that make it better? Because if the man was poor or the man was so younger, would that make it any better? Would it? You guys should make me understand. Maybe I'm not getting it. Maybe you should make me understand. Because shame on all these, especially her colleagues that are there now glittering. Oh, sure. Is your story any better? Is your story any better? Me, they don't.
Hi everyone. I've been seeing the online trending video regarding Regina Daniels and her estranged husband, Senator Ned Nwoko. I want to believe that Nigerians, we have amnesia and something isn't really right with us. The fact that this grown man at almost 70 put out a press release that his 25-year-old wife, whom he started courting when she was 16 and married when she was 18 and fathered a child right away with her, is a drug abuser, and we all are all shouting and claiming that he's right. So does it mean that in our book might is right? Don't get me wrong, I'm no fan of Regina Daniels. I saw her as a little child who was offered, whose youth and future was altered at the altar of an ancient and murdered old man because of money by her irresponsible and greedy mother. She is a victim of her society. But that being said, she's smoking shisha and doing all of that. She was acting her age under the nose and umbrella of a man who married this little girl to protect and to provide for her. So Senator Ned Nwoko, let me ask you, at what point did a girl who was given to you at 16 or whom you started courting at 16 and married at 18 become a drug dealer? When she married you, she was whole, she was young, she was naive. You claim she was a virgin. At what point did that virgin become a drug dealer? A child you were supposed to nurture, protect, and provide for. At what point did you just write this to discredit her and to look for a way to deny her access to her kids, just like men like you do? Because you're wealthy, influential, and have access, then you think might is right. I do not care about that girl, but I cared about the injustice you're about to mean to her. And I know as I'm doing this, she might decide to go back with you, which is what they know how to do best. It's what we call the Stockholm Syndrome. You marry these little girls at 16, 17, 18. You put them in a pedestal, lure them in with your money, make children with them, and when they start growing up and start acting their age, or if at any point they register displeasure with you, you will begin to tag them in. I do not see a responsible man, husband, who comes out in less than 24 hours that the wife or video of the wife having an altercation with him or whatever comes out is putting out a press release that the so-called wife is a drug addict. Are you serious, Senator Ned Nwoko? So let me ask them, if I recall, in 2021, you did the same shit with Laila Charani, your Moroccan wife. The point she said she was done, she moved her things and went to Morocco. You took 2 of her kids, leaving the little one at hand, and she went back to Morocco. She struggled, attempted modeling and everything, then came back. I'm sure they cajoled her into apologizing. I don't blame them. You married these young, impressionable, vulnerable children whose parents decide to sell them at the altar of an old man like you because of money, because there's really nothing fanciable about you outside of your money. You take these little girls, you marry them. All of a sudden, when they turn 20-something, they start acting their age, or they begin to register displeasure with how you're treating them, allegedly in your home. You come out, you call them drug addicts, you call them prostitutes, you say they're sleeping with other men. Whereas you do the same thing with a whole lot of shenanigans going on. I'm no fan of Regina Daniels. In short, I don't blame that little girl. I blame her stupid mother who sold her innocent child at the altar of an old ancient of days because of money. This is the kind of society we live. So I will ask the Nigerian government, if this little girl is accusing a lawmaker of domestic violence, I think it's time the federal government looks into it. If it means Senator Ned stepping aside until a proper investigation is done into this domestic violence, because it's not just because it's a marital issue. He's a state senator. The brother just alleged him hitting the girl with a knife, with a gun. Those are huge. And him coming out to claim that the girl is a drug addict and he knows her dealer, I think is another crime. That under your roof as a senator, your wife and her siblings are peddling drug and you did not report them to the authority. You are an irresponsible man to even put out search about your wife. That's what you do to little girls you marry. When you give them money, you lure them in, you put a chokehold on them, so that by the time they decide to leave you, they have nothing to fall back other than to come back to you because of Stockholm syndrome. And let me say this to every Nigerian man: don't go and marry a child and expect her to not act like a child. Where I live, when a 60-something-year-old man begins to court a 16-year-old girl, it is termed pedophilia. These men are good at preying and grooming these young girls. In Regina's own case, her mother sold her to you for money. A young, beautiful, brilliant girl. So she was given to you whole, but you're sending her back to the society, tagging her a drug addict. How convenient of you to tag her a drug addict. In your statement, you said you were not around, the nurse said this, the nurse, under your roof. At what point did she become a drug dealer? Under your roof, Senator Ned. I will call on the Nigerian government, not because these are marital issues between spouse, but the fact that domestic violence is involved and you are a state senator or a senator, a sitting senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a lawmaker at that. The issue of domestic violence needs to be investigated. The brother alleging that you hit this girl with a gun when you are the same person anchoring for passing bills for Nigerians to own guns, that should be questioned. For you to also allege that she's a drug dealer and her brother is a supplier under your roof without you stating this prior to yesterday, her alleging domestic violence, that needs to be looked into. If you're an honorable man, as you want the world to think, I think it's time you step aside and let proper investigation be done to this. Nigerians, you all have amnesia. Might isn't always right. This young girl might be young from a poor home. Let me tell you, when these men marry these girls, they leave them with nothing, so that those girls will come back begging and crawling at their altar. Society needs to wake up for men like this who groom and prey on young, impressionable, vulnerable young girls. Dearest Regina, pick up the pieces of your life and go. I know you might run back to him because of the kind of life he has exposed you to. God help you. I think this should be a wake-up call for you to want to go back to school, do something with your life. You're young, you're beautiful. Fortune might smile on you again. But women, mothers, stop selling your kids at the altar of old, wretched, ugly-looking men because of money. This should be a cautionary tale. It doesn't always end well. Suffice to say, they will always have their way with your child. Shame on you, Regina's mother, and shame on a society like us that enables such men using Islam and religion to groom, to prey on young, impressionable young girls. Knowing the socioeconomic status of Nigeria, they prey on these young women, and her stupid mother fell for it because of money. Because if you all, like I said, 2021, Senator Ned accused Chiara, his ex-wife, his former wife or Moroccan wife, of doing all sorts when that little girl wanted to leave and alleged consorts. So God help you all. But for me, I don't care about you all. But don't use drugs as the means of silencing this young girl, because you have the wherewithal. And she doesn't have nobody to speak up for her. I'm no fan of hers. I detest all the bullshit she does.